Welcome back to the channel today, and today we are going to dig into our borders. We are going to discuss about the internet shutdown in Uganda and its threats in the upcoming elections. As Uganda approaches another critical election period, one question is quietly worrying voters, journalists, and political observers. The question is, will the internet be switched off again? In a digital era where campaigns, voter education, and election monitoring happen online, shutting down the internet is not a neutral act. It can reshape the entire electoral process. But today, join me as we examine how an internet shutdown could affect Uganda's upcoming elections before, during, and after the voting day. Elections today are no longer fought only at rallies and polling stations. The internet is used for one, campaign messaging, voter education, fundraising, election monitoring, live reporting of results, and also social media platforms allow opposition parties to reach voters cheaply, youth engage politically, citizens to share real-time updates from polling stations. When the internet is shut down, this entire ecosystem collapses. Let's now look at the impact on campaigns and the political competitions. 1. Let's look at the unequal playing field whereby an internet shutdown disproportionately affects opposition parties, independent candidates, youth-led movements. But why? Because ruling parties often rely more on state media, physical structures, government networks without the internet. Opposition messaging is silenced, online mobilization stops, digital fundraising becomes impossible. This creates an unfair advantage in an already tense political environment. Let's now look at the voter information breakdown. During elections, citizens rely on the internet. 1. To confirm polling stations, 2. To verify voting procedures, and 3. But not least, receive updates on changes or delays. An internet shutdown can lead to confusion, misinformation through rumors, and lower voter turnouts. And if there's a shutdown internet, we are going to experience a youth disengagement whereby the youngest population in Africa won't get political news online or engage through social media. Cutting off the internet disconnects youth from the electoral process, weakening democratic participations. And let's now look into the elections day and transparency. Perhaps the most dangerous impact was on the election transparency. Without internet, journalists cannot report live, observers struggle to share findings, citizens cannot upload evidence of irregularities. This means they're gonna be a delay or controlled information, reduced accountability, increased suspicion around results. Transparency is replaced by silence, and silence breeds mistrust. But now let's look at the impact after the elections and the tensions, which are they are usually the highest. An internet shutdown might prevent peaceful communication, might fuel rumors and fear, makes crisis management harder. Ironically, a shutdown meant to maintain order can increase instability instead of reducing it, because when people cannot access credible information, panic and speculations take over. Free and fair elections require access to information, open communication, equal political competition, but the internet shutdown will undermine all the three. They turn elections into closed process, control narratives, and restricted participation. Credible elections cannot exist where the digital voices are deliberately silenced. As Uganda heads towards its next elections, the internet is no longer just a tool, it's a pillar of democracy. Shutting it down risks legitimacy of the vote, public trust, national stability. The real question is, can elections be truly free and fair? In the dark, share your thoughts in the comment sections. like, subscribe, and share these videos, because democracy survives only when the citizens are informed. Thank you guys for tuning in.